My name is Charles Cooper. Born and raised Seattle, Washington.
Nice.
I've been here all my life. I kind of grew up, like shifting between my grandma's house and my sister's. Went to foster care at a very young age. My mom died when I was 14. It's really hard. I was a kid just trying to get some attention. I ended up going to foster care from the age of 14 all the way up till I aged out of the system in 18.
So you were with your grandparents or your aunt?
I was with my grandma and my sister.
Until 14?
Yeah.
And then they took you out of that?
Yeah.
In the foster care?
Because, I was acting out because of my mom dying.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, shooken up about it. Just wanted somebody to care,
Yeah.
So I just did things that were, any teenager would do, acting out. So their solution was to put me in the system. 19, caught a charge downtown with a pistol. Got about 6 years in prison.
Wow.
I didn't get out until I was 25. 2019, I got out. Been staying out of trouble, but been homeless ever since I got out of prison. Like, it's been hard to get housing. They've just been like, pushing me the back of the list, and it's really disheartening. Makes you want to give up. You go in the stores, you're just getting some food. They trip on you, they stereotype, they follow you if you're dressed a certain way. They pretty much dehumanize. And sometimes like I have money and I go in there and they still like treat me the same. I can't use the restroom. People chase me in their cars. They throw stuff at me. I'm just out here just trying to survive.
Yeah.
It's just, it's not like, it's not cool, because I'm a human as well,
You said chase you in their cars?
Yeah, sometimes they, chase me around in their car, like drive at a rapid speed when I'm on my bike, and chase me around, trying to run me out of town. Yeah.
Tell me about that. Let's go back a little bit. When you're 14, they say you're going to foster care, and you go into where? Like
I went to
someone's home?
To a family, like a social services DSHS building kind of, but it's like child and family care. It's called KC Family Services.
Okay.
They took me there, and then they put me in group home after group home after that.
Group home, gotcha.
Yeah, group home, because I couldn't be around anybody because I was just wanted to isolate. I just wanted to shut down because I felt like my family was throwing me away, kind of.
I mean, because you're hurting, man.
Yeah, and I just got lost in the system.
Yeah.
And ever since then, it's been hard to like kind of get back on my feet. I've been trying to get an apartment, trying to get on that tiny house list. They just have a million excuses on why, they can't, find a place for me, or, they do find a place for me and then it gets filled. It's just, a bunch of shuffling papers and, a bunch of bullshit, actually.
It just, you're still in the system, right?
Yeah.
Just going round and round.
Yeah, round. Just like, I'm just trying to fucking, at least get, my own place, and then, hopefully get a job, but there's nothing really I want to do besides music. I like music.
Okay, tell me about that.
I'm pretty good at, when I was in prison, I wrote a bunch of songs. So I'm pretty good. I think I'm good enough to, at least do something for me, I just want to at least try,
Yeah,
pretty good.
Man. Music is a very important piece for a lot of people.
Yeah.
A way to express art, man. It's just like to express yourself in different mediums, incredibly important. That's a good outlet.
Yeah.
I'm curious, where was is your dad ever around?
I never know him. I only know I'm named after him. That's it.
You never met him or anything?
Never met him.
Wow. But your mom, she was around at some
she was
points.
around, but she was, doing what she does,
Tell me about that.
Well, she was like, when she was around, it was great, like I loved her, but, she would dibble and dabble in the streets and come back, and, so my family just wanted something more secure for me, like someone always there, pretty much.
Some consistency.
Yeah, so she, she was not consistent, but when she was there, she was consistent to me,
Yeah.
She was my mom,
Yeah.
So they can't take that from her,
Yeah, that's right. And so you get out, you age out of foster care, you're out for 1 year, and you're back in another system until 25, you said?
Yeah.
Man, so you lost a lot of chunk of life, your childhood, man.
Yeah.
And they don't set you up when you get out of prison. Like, what happens? What's that process
they
like?
give you like a paper with some resources, but
Okay.
you know, like a lot of people, like unless they're bonded, you know, they don't like want to hire like a person with a criminal background. You know, like
Yeah.
it's kind of you know, a big stigma on your record. You know, some people do give you a chance, but you know, like it's kind of far in between to find those type of resources and those type of people that would give you a chance. You know, but you know, I'm hopeful.
Good, man.
You know?
Good. And so, but when you got out, did you go straight to the streets? Did you
Well,
were
I
out
just
for
been,
some
you know,
friends' houses?
I was staying at friends' houses and couch surfing, but then, you know, they get tired of you and, you know, it's just, you know, they want you out and then it's just hard to stand up at that point, you know?
Yeah. And so tell me about like the first time you were like, I got to sleep outside. You remember?
I just like went to the Reach office. They gave me a tent, you know?
Oh, really?
And, you know, I like to find places that, you know, they're getting ready to sweep. So I can try to get a better action at getting into somewhere, so then I can start the process of getting my own place, you know?
That's right.
But, you know, sometimes they say, oh, there's no tiny houses, figure it out, you know? They sweep and then magically there's no more opportunities, you know?
Yeah. I've documented a couple sweeps, but let's talk about that, the process of that sweep. So you find out there's gonna be a sweep somewhere and go, I'm gonna pitch a tent there, so hopefully you will get offered some kind of housing.
Exactly.
Strategically do that.
Yeah.
And then, but most of the time they say,
yeah,
sorry, it's just not there.
Yeah.
And when people get swept, what happens? Tell me where they go.
They're supposed to have another option for you. That's what I was told. So that's why I strategically try to place myself in those situations. But they, you know, if they run out of tiny houses, or if you don't want to accept a tiny house because maybe like me, I got PTSD. You know, I can't be too close to people. I don't like, you know, like people all up on me, anxious, a little bit anxiety. So, you know, I don't want to go to a shelter where I'm gonna be like a bunch of people crammed in, you know, that people in my space. You know, I just like, you know, kind of
doesn't work for everybody.
Yeah, it doesn't work for everybody. So sometimes you turn down those opportunities that, you know, if there's nothing else available. So I'm just kind of hoping for like, you know, a different type of, a tiny house would be fine, but, you know, where I can connect and be left alone pretty much. I just like to stick to myself, you know?
Yeah. Well, let's see, how long has it been? How long have you been on the streets?
Pretty much off and on since I've been out. About 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years, yeah, gotcha. From what I've experienced, when I document sweeps, they do sometimes offer shelters, but then for the most part, everyone just gets dispersed.
Yeah, you get dispersed. They throw away all your belongings.
They throw away everything.
Yeah, they have the cops right there.
Yeah,
you know, just to make sure like, you know, you don't lash out. But if, you know, they literally give you like 30 minutes to get all the stuff that you can carry, and then after that, if you don't leave, they just trespass you, throw all your stuff away, and it's like people have their life possessions, dude. Like sometimes I have my mom's ashes, you know. I can't afford for people to be throwing stuff like that away. That's gonna derail me, you know, and break me down. And so I don't, you know, I try to at least like live light, and don't have anything like super value with me, because people steal, you know, and they throw stuff away and then they go and diggle it, and it's just a whole process of, you know, destroying people's lives, man. You know, like they think it's just like cleaning up the city, but really it's like, you know, when you throw stuff away, you don't know what you're throwing away, man. You know, you gotta like at least be a little bit more, you know, give somebody a little bit more time to get their stuff together, you know.
Yeah.
But literally, it's just like wham, you gotta go, you know.
It happens fast, man.
Yeah, and I understand crime rate goes up, you know, stuff, you know, but we're just trying to survive, man. We're not out here trying to do nothing malicious, rob nobody, rape nobody. You know, we're just trying to get something to eat sometimes if we do shoplift or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, we're not killing nobody, you know.
I mean, again, it says something about Seattle, about the United States, about the richest country in the world where people have to steal to eat. Like that shouldn't be. Ballard Food Bank's incredible.
Yeah.
But it's open at just, you know, there's certain hours.
Yeah. So.
But it's just like, there's got to be a solution.
There's got to be some more funding or something.
Something
that they can do.
Lots of money out there, man.
Yeah, lots of money out there being shuffled around in the wrong hands. You know.
I don't know. It's a complex crisis. And you know, and when people get swept, it's like, even where you're at now, I documented a sweep February 1st.
Right here?
Yeah, and the next week there's tents again, and people just come back and they'll sweep it again.
Yeah, they're sweeping it on the 18th this year.
Oh, so
April 18th.
So April 18th. So you have a heads up already.
30 days, yeah.
Yeah, and then people will come back again and they'll sweep again. 2023, the city spent $38 million on sweeps.
On sweeps?
On sweeps.
38 million?
38 million. And that's 2023.
So what is that? What does that all entail? All that funding?
Well, I mean, all those people. You know, you're hiring all the people to throw away everything. The police are there. It's just like it's a big system, or it's a big to do to go clean up. They call it encampment cleanup, but it's just like obviously they don't work. Again, a week later, people were here, so it's complex.
Yeah, they're spending all this money on sweeps and it's not getting nothing done.
It's complex, man.
You know,
so,
I think they've got to have some case management per individual to see what their situation is, to see what they want or what type of general setting that they want for their housing, and then go about it that way.
Yeah.
Instead of just like, okay, here's a tiny house, get out of here or go there.
Yeah. Ideally, I think that'd be awesome.
Work a little bit more with the individual person, and then find out what they want, you know, and then if they actually get what they want in the setting that they want it in, then they won't be back on the street.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? That makes perfect sense.
I think what happens is like there's not enough caseworkers.
Yeah.
It's like and the ones that are there, they're completely overloaded, and it's just like it's a system that's not working.
Seems like they're building a lot of tiny houses.
Seems like it.
You know.
Well, we'll see.
It's like a little box.
Yeah, a little box. I mean,
they're nice though.
Yeah, they are. I mean, they got heat and AC and
shower. Yeah.
Shower. Yeah. Coop, is there anything that you'd want to say to the people of Seattle?
You know, I love you guys, man, and I'm trying. You know, don't give up on me yet. You know, coming soon.
Yeah, right on.
I appreciate your time.
Yeah, man. Thanks for sharing part of your story, man. Good to hear your voice.
Yeah,
Got
thank
a little loud, man. Let me grab that mic. Yeah, man. Hey, take care of yourself, dude.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.